All right, guys. Let me just quickly bring up what I need to bring up here. Go to Twitch, go live on YouTube. I think we're gonna go live for about an hour. Hopefully the audio is good. Audio check. Let me know if everything is fine. If anybody's here, I don't know if anybody's watching me, but if you are, thank you for watching. I know we are extremely late today. Extremely. If you didn't catch my story on YouTube, you don't know. I mean, I'm extremely late because of I had to take the kids' swimsuits to daycare because it was splash day, and I typically take the kids to daycare when my wife works too early for the daycare. So yeah, the devs killed Shib. I mean, yeah, that's most people's opinion is that they're killing it um, by trying to be greedy. We understand that. We're just wondering if it could survive and if the community is strong enough to push it forward, you know? But how's everybody doing today? I wanted to check all my accounts this morning to see what's happening. Um, Obviously, crypto is pretty down today, so not looking too good. Good morning. It's horrible. Yeah. Thoughts on the market? Um, just like I said yesterday, I'm still standing with the same mindset. Is that yes, we're seeing this, and I said we would see Bitcoin down to 19,000, and we're seeing a little bit of a dip from where Bitcoin was at the $22,000 mark. Now it's at 19,000, mid 19s, I believe. Sorry, mid to high 19s is where we're standing. So yeah, I don't expect anything major. We are seeing a decrease of 3% today, still around that 900 billion mark, and still around consolidation. So, you know, can you talk a bit about Matic? Yeah, we can always talk about Matic. Matic is a move that I've been, kind of juggling between, or I was juggling between Polkadot and Matic. Right now, I'm not making any more investments. Um, a Polkadot and Matic because it was going to be able to gain me 14% over in Coinbase, or not Coinbase, crypto.com. And I believe that's still the case right now. And if you're able to gain passive income, I mean, usually sign me up. You know what I mean? It's a great position. Why am I so tired? Yawning all the time. Um, I'm about to go upstairs and get a 5 hour energy because this is ridiculous. Um, Yeah, so we're sitting at about 80% of the total supply for Matic for Polygon. If we look at the total supply, we have obviously 10 billion total coins. The market cap's at 4.5 billion. Total diluted is 5.7 billion. If you look at the potential, right, we see that it has so much potential above where it is. So, yeah, I mean, it has definite potential above there. No dilution that's really in place. So right now you can definitely expect to see something big from something like Matic. Even standing where it is, if you wanted to just put $1,000 in a position like this, knowing that it's going to make these moves back to $1, $2, $3, whatever, right? It can definitely happen. Um, Lunic down 2 points right after I bought 2 million more. That's always what happens. You can't buy at the absolute bottom. Understand that. Um, the thing is I always like to get my feet wet in a situation like that where I'm just buying maybe 20% of what I was going to buy and then look for a lower price. Now, if it does skyrocket or it does increase, I gain something out of it. But I'm not losing everything if it does drop all the way down. You know what I mean? New concept. Imagine being able to sleep in crypto. First crypto in DeFi to introduce trading hours uh, set on U.S. Eastern time zone, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wall Street Crypto Club. I don't know if that's a good thing. I like crypto because it is, free, and the way you can trade it is, 24 hours. You can trade it over the weekend. You could talk about it over the weekend. It's something that I really like to see. I wasn't even showing you anything for Polygon. Let me quick go up and get a 5-hour energy. Just stick with me for a couple, like a minute or so. Um, yeah, bro, I've been waiting 2 hours up here working these Frito Lay's chips. Asking myself, is he having a show today? Glad to see you streaming today, man. Yeah, there was again, there was an issue. One, I didn't know I would be dropping off the kids yesterday. Last night, my wife told me I looked at the calendar and she wakes up early. When she wakes up too early, I have to take the kids to daycare. So I took the kids to daycare, not knowing it was splash day. And when it's splash day, you have to bring all of their stuff, swimsuit, towel, all the other stuff, right? So I got there and they were like, it's splash day. Harper would have been the only one that wouldn't have been playing. So I was like, all right. So I had to take her swimsuit over to daycare. So I had to come back home, go and drop off the swimsuit, which I don't live that far away from the daycare, but still, it's a mission to get everything together and all that stuff. But family comes first. I'm a family first person, and this is why I decided to leave my 9 to 5, because I am a family first person. And if I decide to do something for my family, I mean that should be priority, right? It should, in my opinion, or in most people's opinion, it should be. Besides the boss, it's all about getting your work done. That's disgusting. Hopefully, this is not an ad for 5-hour energy. What flavor is that? That is so bad. Strawberry banana. Why did I choose that? That is bad. That's not good. Oh, ugh, that's not good. What's good with Polygon? Nothing much. I mean, the volume is up by 75%, but the volume being up by 75% is not really equating to a ton of positivity with Polygon. You're seeing it only up, point 0.5%. If I look at over the last day, you've seen a ton of fluctuation. So you've seen a lot of buying, a lot of selling, a lot of buying, a lot of selling, right? Over the last 24 hours, you've seen these peaks and valleys created, which you typically don't see that often in a lot of cryptocurrencies, especially in a 24-hour period. So 75% up in volume. We're up to a $735 million volume day. But yeah, I mean, people are just seeing a buying opportunity in the position, but it doesn't look like anything crazy, you know? It doesn't matter what happens to Lunic immediately after you buy, because you're waiting for an insane increase. So don't worry about the immediate price drop after a purchase. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. When you worry too much about things like that, especially on a position that has so much potential, the potential is not today, it's not tomorrow, it's not the next day, right? It could be weeks, it could be months, it could be, quarters from now, right? I don't think it's going to be years before you see any type of increase, but it could be, months or multiple months before we see anything massive. Guys, if you can hit the like button, please do so. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Um, also, if you want to follow me on Twitter at PerryAK, you can follow me over there. Family does come first. I completely agree. 12 years in the military has taught the work will always be there. So spend the time with your family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, that's why I left my 9 to 5. I mean, I in the beginning of working there, I had freedom, which I want to do a video. I'm free to do a video on why I left my job and how much I got paid and all of this other stuff. I can go through every single bit of, why I decided to leave and, why I decided to leave for YouTube and all that stuff. So, when is the next big burn party? I don't know if it's a big burn party, but burn party is on the 22nd of every month. Um, Price is low. We need to get it out now before it goes up. Yeah, I mean the price was even lower. Obviously, seeing it at 5 zeros for Shiba Inu, but yeah, at burn party, the 22nd. That's when we've been seeing it. Just join. Can we recap a Shiba if it's gonna make it or not? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We literally just started 11 minutes ago, so it's not something to where it's like I talked about it just in the beginning and everything's all the information's over or whatever. No, we haven't even talked about it yet. I hate that I'm always late to your videos because I'm West Coast. Well, I've only been live for 11 minutes, so it's not that you're late. I've been late. I'm late by 2 hours. So, yeah. Uh, can you check out this project called Seifu Protocol? I've checked it out, and I'm not the biggest fan of it because the things that I've heard of it, right? There's always positive things that I've heard um, from different positions, right? And there's also negative things that I've heard, but if the negative outweighs the positive, I can't, be a person that's pushing anything like that. Okay, cool. Love your lives, bro. Yep. Thank you for being here. Happy you're late today, Matt. Yeah. I'll be going for about an hour, so until 10 o'clock. I just wanted to get on here, talk about some stuff. I didn't really even know what to title the live stream today because things are just looking kind of like bleak. It's really like flat and, things are falling down a slight bit, and it's just not positive. I want it to be positive. I want it to be, you know, um, where things are increasing by 5 or more percent. But the fact that it's down by 3%, it's not something that makes me feel good, and I'm sure it doesn't make you feel good. Terra Classic is down by 10% today. You can see it gained another zero, which is a time to purchase something, right? If you wanted to purchase something here, let me go ahead and see what we're looking at. Let me go back here and bring up Pancake Swap. Maybe we can change the title of this. Can Lunic gain another zero? Seems like the title and thumbnail are not producing a decent amount of people in here, and that's because it is 9 o'clock. Other people go live at 9 o'clock. I'm late to the party today. I totally understand. Totally understand. But we can talk about Shiba Inu as well. Obviously, that's what we're looking to do. But yeah, I wanted to show you. Let me go ahead and bring this over here. What is going on, man? Oh, this lady's playing the piano. It's beautiful. Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. Twitch automatically plays like videos as soon as you get on there. It's funny. Um, yeah, let me bring up where's Lunic? I connect my wallet. Connect my wallet. And let's look at Luna. If we wanted to do that. Oh man. For the low price of $100, I should be able to get more than that though. With the price where it's at right now, you should be able to get more than that. So there's definitely it's 0.0009, that's BNB. You should be able to get more than that for $100. It should be somewhere around 1.1 million or something. Or for $900, you should be able to get 1 million. That's where the price is right now. I guess that makes sense. It's close enough, but I guess there must be they must be doing it off a different price. Oh, with a 5% slippage, it's probably a little bit too high. Anyways, you could still get about 1 million. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to sit on what I have, which is 20 million, 20.46 million, and just be comfortable with that. Hey, Matt, you looked over Jasmine. Yes, I have looked over it. Yes, I understand it does look like a great return. You have to be careful with Jasmine because Jasmine has a high amount of dilution to it, if you don't know. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that there's 10% of the supply that's out there, 50 billion in total. So really, really be careful. They dilute the hell out of this position. So even though it has a ton of potential, a ton of room to grow in where it has been, right? You see where this has been, you can see how it has fallen off. And the reason why it's fallen off is because they increase the supply as time goes on. So be careful with that. You can expect some sort of increase back up to 4 cents or $4 or whatever, but understand that this had a very, very low supply compared to what was out there now. And also they can dilute it some more. So really, really be careful about that. Anyways, I wanted to quickly talk about SHIB. Let's talk about this before we change the title and thumbnail and all that stuff. Shiba Inu, will it survive the bear market? I would say yes, right? I think it's going to survive the bear market. The problem is that we do have a lot of variables to where the devs really kind of control, and I know this sounds weird because you would think that's true. The devs control so much of what's going on in Shiba Inu, even though no one controls Shiba Inu. I'll tell you the reason why, right? So they're creating all of these things. They created a massive following, basically assuring themselves as the ecosystem, making sure that people understand that they've created all these pieces and making it feel like they control SHIB, even though nobody controls it, right? Where they have 3.3 million people that follow them on Twitter. So many people that are in the Discord group, so many people that are in multiple projects, many articles that talk about these devs being the leaders of the overall ecosystem or community in a way. So really they have leadership. If they start creating, or they did create all this stuff, and they basically say, everything that we're launching, we're not going to find a way to tie it back to SHIB, then people start to lose interest, and it hurts the overall community, right? And that's where it ends up getting difficult to survive, because part of the community is with these devs and part of the community is not with them. And that's where you have a split, where it could be a 50-50 split, it could be a 60-40 split, it could be an 80-20 split, right? I understand there's a lot of people that believe in Shiba Inu, but also there's a ton of people that just believe in gains. And if you're in the beginning, you're looking to get into Bone in the beginning, you're looking to get into Leash in the beginning, you're looking to get into Treat in the beginning when they launch it, right? As it does start, you're looking to get into this position of Bone right now, to where you have the gas fees and it gives so much potential for Bone, but none for Shiba Inu. So that's something that I really worry about. I do think that it will survive, because Shiba Inu has its own community, its own backing, 1.2 million people that are following the position, that do hold the position. 1.7 people that are watching it over here on Coin Market Cap, as you can see, but 1.2 million people that are holding it. We officially hit that 1.2 mark, or close to it. We are very, very close to it right now. And I'm excited to obviously get there, but we have a ways to go to have 2 million holders, 1.5 million holders, all that stuff. It's absolutely phenomenal. But we have so much support over here. That's why I think that it's going to survive. Even if we lose 200, let's say 200,000 holders that only believe in the ecosystem, I think that we still will survive there. So, my opinion, yes, we will find a way to survive. We will get to where we need to get to, but it's still up in the air if we are going to see 1 penny or 10 cents or $1 without any massive burns that come from the overall ecosystem development team. Does that make sense? Shiba Inu launches during a bear market. Wouldn't that help eat a large amount of tokens out of circulation? Remember, Milkshake estimated one. So Milkshake's estimates and Milkshake's, and that wasn't Milkshake. That was, what's her name? Shib Queenie. That said 111 trillion a year. That is not a correct figure. That's basically saying that all volume at the highest point, or one of the highest points, would come over to here. So if you're looking at, a billion coins a day that are going through, or $1 billion a day, and you're seeing a ton of coins that go through, right? Let's say it's 1% or 2%. We don't know what the percentage is. You're still not going to see that amount. That's basically saying that all volume from every exchange, from every wallet, is all going through Shibarium, which is not realistic. You can kind of look at maybe 50%, at max 60% that goes through Shibarium, just to be able to see that flow. And obviously all of the exchanges and the fees that you have with those exchanges, people are going to want to get away from those fees. Some of those fees might end up being lower than what they would pay when it comes to going through Shibarium and paying the tax and all that stuff. So I'm sure there will be people that want to get away from that tax. I'm sure there will be people that want to get away from everything, and just keep it in their wallet, keep it where they feel comfortable, not migrate over to a platform to where you now have to convert it. You now have to basically transfer whatever you have, so Ethereum to Shiba Inu, or just transfer your Shiba Inu over there and know that tax comes out. So it's not 111 trillion per year. I mean, we could get to that level if all volume finds a way to go through it, but 111 trillion per year is also saying that there will be no adjustment as the price goes up. So as the price goes up, it's less. So say the price right now, we can burn 111 trillion per year. Well, if it doubles in price, right? If Shiba Inu doubles in price, which definitely can happen, well, now we're burning off 50 trillion per year. What if that doubles in price? Well, now we're burning off 25 trillion per year. So obviously with the price increasing, we burn less. Does that make sense? Hopefully I didn't confuse people, because I started to confuse myself throughout it. And yeah. We have 243 people here, so make sure you guys hit the like button. We're almost at 100 likes. I would like to get to 150. That would be amazing. But yeah, Shiba Inu will survive this bear market because we have our own larger community than what has come together with the ecosystem, right? The ecosystem is big, and they have 3.3 million people following it, but that doesn't mean you have 3.3 million holders within the entire ecosystem. 2-month membership hype. Well, thank you for being a member, Cosmos Farms. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. I appreciate that. Bone and Lease sounds like a BDSM coin. Sure. Good day, mate. Good way of putting that. You talk about the good and the bad about Shiba. Keep up the good work. What about IO techs with technology to come with SHIB to the moon? I think people are just waiting for Shibarium. Yeah, well, people are definitely waiting for Shibarium. They're trying to understand what Shibarium is going to be, if it's going to include a burn, because they never talk about that. Google stock split 20 to 1 in 4 days. That's going to be amazing. I haven't done updates on the stock market in quite some time, and I would love to include those in my videos. I wanted to do more shorts videos, which I will find a way to implement those and put those on TikTok as well, because I love shorts videos. You can edit them and you add in the different things, and I feel like people learn so much in a short period of time. SHIB is finished, unfortunately. Yeah, that's your opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Finally see you back in the live chat. Sorry because of work, the timing I couldn't join. If they wanted to drive up a bone and leash, why not add a burning mechanism with SHIBs? See, the problem is with that, the reason why they don't want to, sorry, for some reason I have a friend that I went to high school with that has the same name as you. So I don't know if that's actually you, but if it is, how you doing? If they wanted to drive up the price of bone and leash, why didn't they just add a burning mechanism? The reason is because I feel like, and this is just my opinion, that they want to leave SHIB behind, right? If they leave SHIB behind and drive all of the focus towards the projects that they are creating, well, now they have full control over the community, and Shiba Inu will be over here, right? So Shiba Inu is something that we love because nobody can touch it. That's the reason why we like it so much. We understand that with a lot of other positions, it's about, like, what are they going to change? How can we see this adapt or adopt to how the market is today? But with Shiba Inu, it's all about the fact that the community controls it. It's all about the fact that we build something to grow what SHIB is. So, yeah, I feel like there's a huge difference between the two there. That star on your chest would trigger my PTSD. What? My boss wants me to wear yellow. Not happening. I hope Lunic takes off soon, or I have to find a new job. I hear you. I want Lunic to take off. Obviously, I want Shiba Inu to make moves. Obviously, I want all of my other positions to make moves as well. Buy Quant now, you won't regret it. I wanted to buy Quant a while ago. I'm not buying Quant now because I feel like Quant is at a higher price. I have 2 Quant, but I should have a lot more. Let me go to my assets. I should have a lot more because I wanted to buy it at a lower level, and now it's up to $85. So I'm a little upset that I didn't make that move because I wanted to make that move a while ago. How is this title clickbait? Yeah, I don't know. We're literally talking about it. Well, we did talk about it. So yeah, I wanted to buy Quant at $40 or $47 to $52, somewhere around there, and now it's getting close to being double. So I'm a little upset about that. It has a lot of potential. It only has 12 million total coins here, or 12 million coins in circulating supply there, which is 83% of the total supply. You look at the volume, it's up by 30%, $1 billion market cap, so definitely has a lot of potential there. You look at the day and how it has fluctuated here from the 85 mark down to 77, back up to a high of 87. But you can see here in the last week that we saw this at a high point of $90. It did resist at $90, and now it's kind of consolidating up at this point, right? If we look at it over the last year, we can see that this was up to $428. So buying in at this, low point of $40 would have gotten you a crazy amount, right? If you would have bought in there and buy 10, that would be what, $400 if you bought 10, and then that 10 at $400 would, now be worth $4,000. So obviously turning $400 into $4,000 is a great thing, right? I would definitely take that 100% of the time. And I have to, and when it gets up to 400, I'm probably just going to take that. I understand it has a lot more potential beyond 400. I want to consolidate some of the lower amounts that I have. So this being worth, $1,000 after investing in when it was $100. I invested in this way back when it was $100. It was somewhere around like here, I think 130 before it started to skyrocket. Saw it at these levels and left it there and still held on to it all the way through here. Who's calling me? I don't know who this is, but they called yesterday. It's probably one of those. No one leaves a message. If you leave a message, I check it. So nothing will move until Bitcoin moves. SHIB does not have a promising project, but it's stagnant until Bitcoin rises. I mean, yes and no. Yeah, there are positions that definitely move, even though Bitcoin is not moving. But yes, you're right. To have a complete bull run, you're not going to see Shiba Inu make those moves unless Bitcoin does make those large moves as well. Give me a second. Let me change this. Luna, what's up? Sure. No, come on, capital. Loses, you know what, a zero. Loses a zero again. Let's put this up. Yeah, let me change this real quick so that get some more people in here for the last like 30 minutes or so. What do you think will be the next big gainer? I've been waiting on XRP lawsuit, and I'm hoping for the best. XRP is a good play. I know a lot of people are hoping for that as well, looking for a long-term potential in it. XRP has seen massive gains, even though you have this whole like lawsuit within it. You've seen XRP at the $90 billion mark, and I don't really, right now, I don't expect it to go much higher than that, but that's just my opinion, and I see it as a short-term play. But I definitely see that there's a lot of big gainers here. I'm looking at Krill to be a big gainer as it gets added to different exchanges, different places, especially with the fact that it was added to multiple places during this bear market. So when we see things take off in a bull market, Krill will be one of those that actually takes off even further. It's currently at 40 cents, which I should probably buy a little bit more. And I really don't want to buy anything else, but if I wanted to buy maybe $100 worth, I should probably do that. I think I have free money from Ally, or not Ally, from other passive income that I can pull from Ally Bank to invest here. So I'm thinking about doing that or investing in Harvest Finance, but I feel like right now I have enough. I have like 100, so we'll definitely take a look at that. But I see Krill. I see all of these three top positions that I have as probably big movers, as well as a big gainer probably out of Algorand. And that's just my opinion, but my opinion could go a long way. But I appreciate anybody else's opinion. If you do have a play that you believe is going to take off, we can definitely take a look at that. As long as it's not some of those ones like I don't know, Vault Inu, I feel like, makes moves, but we've looked at it multiple times. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Quant is very important. It will merge all crypto projects together with a limited coin supply. I have not watched near as much the Let It Burn channel as I should have ever since the shutdown of my Voyager account is down. Yeah, I understand. I want to push more on the Let It Burn channel. Right, I really do. And I can create videos literally just going through articles, and that's a no-brainer. But it's just like, it's kind of a plan in what I'm doing. And I'm going to be making more videos today on the Let It Burn channel and constantly make more videos as the days go on, because I wanted to test out to see what the revenue would be if literally people just go and watch it themselves, and hopefully they go and search for it and try and farm out revenue to burn. That's really the idea behind it. It's not about just constantly creating videos and overdoing it in the amount of videos, the amount of content, because as you see, the content gets kind of like stale as you create too much there. But we also want to be able to create revenue. So I want people to go and search for it, watch the playlists, have it on their daily schedule to where they're watching a full playlist of 20 videos in one day, doing their part. And if we had 1,000 people that decided to do that, that's 20,000 views per day. So that's really the idea that we want from it. And we'll continue to push it as the days go on. Know that I'm going to be on vacation later this week. I feel like I'm going places and doing things. I am going to be creating videos, but I won't be live after tomorrow. So Thursday, Friday, I'm not going to be live. Monday, I'm pretty sure I will be. But Thursday and Friday, I will not be live. But I will try and post videos all day, or all of those days. I will be like in my car, because I'm not going to post videos in my wife's family's beach house. I'm not going to be doing that, but I will be recording videos for the day, and it'll probably be generic videos, posting them, and making sure they probably won't have like a high-tech thumbnail or a detailed thumbnail or anything like that. So just giving you expectations there, or managing expectations. All right, let's talk about, I think we talked about Lunic a little bit, but I don't know why I'm clicking that. We did talk about Lunic a little bit, but Lunic is down by 10%. It did regain a 0 again. And that's not a bad thing, right? You look at that as a buying situation. If you bought higher than this is considered a average down point, right? For some people. And obviously, I would love to see it gain more zeros so that I can buy more, because I don't want to buy more at these levels. I want to buy more at a way higher level, right? Or sorry, at a way lower level. I want Matt to explain Pharaoh. I don't know what Pharaoh is. I haven't looked into it. Let's start a run on the devs. They can't stop us all. Overthrow the devs. Yeah, I mean, for Shiba Inu, I think for Shiba Inu, we really just need to question them and say, look, we will support all of your projects, and not even question them. Just say, look, we will support all of your projects if you decide to put some sort of feature to tie back to Shiba Inu. You will benefit out of it, and obviously the community will benefit out of it as well, right? Show that you actually support SHIB as king. GameStop is on the move, is it? AMC is up to $15.47 or 48 cents. That's up 3% or 3.6%. We can look at a lot of things that are positive. Roblox is positive. That's crazy to see that Roblox was all the way up to $140+ and now it's down to or went to a low of about 20 or 21. And now it's up to 39 again, right? You could have doubled your money from that point, from the low point. And that's where people say, hey, you should be, buying at these lows, because the lows are insane. You know what I mean? ZOM, that's down. That's not good for me because I'm holding a lot of ZOM. Coinbase, That's fallen down to a low of $40. FAMI, wow. Did FAMI do like some sort of a split or something? Wasn't FAMI at like 50 cents? The last time I checked it, it was at like a 50-cent mark or something. I don't know when it made a move. Did it do some sort of split or something that I'm not aware of? I just haven't covered crypto in a while. Wait, did SOS? Hold up. Hold up. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. What? Wait, what? Hold your horses, guys. Give me a second. I don't know what's happening here, but I am like way out of touch with this. And I don't know what my password is. I don't know what my password is, but if this is true, hopefully I got 3 attempts left. Please be it. Oh, I got 2 attempts left. What is my password? Please be it. Uh-oh. Now I have 1 attempt left. Um, why can't I log in here? Why don't I know my password? This is not good. All right, well, I'm going to have to. Here we go. Here we go. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. You've been locked out. 5 failed attempts. Please wait 30 minutes and you will be able to try again. 30 minutes? Why can't they change my password here? Like do a forgot password. All right, well that looks amazing. The fact that SOS is so high right now. When the hell did they jump up? Nobody said anything to me? Password 123. I can't do it. Yeah, don't do it, Matt. You should have wrote it down. Well, I did write it down, but the problem is that yeah, I did write it down, but I think I swapped it after um, I wrote it down. I think I changed it. Nobody knew you were holding, bruh. See, there's a lot of times where that actually works for me, to where I log in and take literally the last time to do that, and it works. Like I don't know. Love your streams. I appreciate the realism, even when I don't want to hear it. Uh, keep my hopium dependency in check. Well, I I thank you for being here. I try to be as real as possible, as transparent as possible. But yeah, it's something that I love to do, and I feel like some people don't appreciate how transparent I am, because they feel like I may be mean at times, but um, they realize that it's like, what, I appreciate what you did, because if you would have never done it, I would have stayed with I don't know, sauce on my face or something, whatever it is, right? I try to make sure that people know. I'm like, hey, you realize that this is what's happening. If they do realize it, or they already knew, then it's fine. I use biometric login when I can. Actually, I could use that on my phone, but I think I might be completely locked out. Because if I can use that on my phone, I'm definitely selling that. It's going to make me log in. I don't know my password. I could do forgot password. Uh, let's see. Come on. What is it again? What do you mean the phone number is not registered? What? If you sent it to this phone number, why would it not be registered? That makes no sense. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to go email login, next, and forgot password. Let's use my email then. Where I saw that Luna was down at the moment and was curious as to what your views are. So my views on Lunic, I mean, obviously the only way Lunic is going to have this larger increase that we are expecting is by seeing a massive amount of burns, right? We know that $1 billion market cap is kind of a level to where it does resist from. 1 to $1.2 billion market cap is where it resists from. So seeing those levels, it's going to pull back a little bit without any type of bull run over the entire market, unless we see something unique that's supposed to happen to Lunic, and we haven't seen that yet. So we're not seeing a massive amount of volume. We're not seeing the path. When people see that path to where the 1.2% is implemented across everywhere, and then it's going to be like, oh crap, like I should be in this. And so many people are going to get into it. You're going to see the volume skyrocket, not only to $1 billion, not only to $2 billion, but probably $5 to $10 billion worth of volume in one day. And that's where the price is going to absolutely skyrocket, because people see the path. They see the vision, right? Let me go back here. Let me go to my email. There we go. And that's not the right Weeble verification. Let me just say this number out loud. No, I'm just playing. Oh, wait, I can't paste it? Great. Perfect. Jesus, man. There's so many steps to doing this. I should just remember my password. If I remember it, then I'd be good. Perfect. Password successfully changed. Perfect. Guys, sorry. I'm just trying to get in here because I see that some positions are up pretty high. So I want to make sure that I can make a trade here and get this out of here. I don't understand. If did SOS do like a stock split or something? Did SOS do a stock split? Because the SOS price is, yeah, did SOS do like a stock split or something? I don't know. Yeah, they did do some sort of a stock split, didn't they? Or not a split, a reverse split. I never like to be a part of a position that does a reverse split. So they did a reverse split. That sucks. Absolutely sucks. That is horrid. All right, well, that's probably down the drain. Probably down the drain there. Most people don't know, bro. You good in my book, and I've been in crypto for 5 years, since 2017, and everything is down, and all I need time to grow again. Get in while it's low. I hear you. Yo, Matt, bro, that happened to me the other day on Coinbase, and I had to do everything all over again, and I noticed some assets was gone. Well, that would be horrible. SOS Limits said that they had changed the ratio of its American Depository shares from ADS representing 10 Class A ordinary shares, okay, representing 500 Class A ordinary shares. Who the heck is this? Why do I have so many freaking things that are going on right now? Just give me one. Yeah, so there's just a lot of things going on right now. But that sucks that you have a reverse stock split in a position, or at least something that's devaluing what I have, and what I believe the price will end up going to. So I don't know the detail for that when you have an option. When you have option plays, I mean, shouldn't that benefit your options plays? If you have an option play for $1 for SOS, why would that still be lower even though it did? I don't know how that works with options. That's something that I'm new to. So I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. But that absolutely sucks. Let's see, let's scroll down. Losing a zero? Yeah, it already lost a zero. So it's at instead of being at 0.001, it's at 0.0009. So it already, oh, not loses a zero, gains a zero. Ah, gains a zero. Yeah, you got it. Gains a zero, not loses a zero. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. It gained a zero. I thought I put gain to zero for some reason, and then now I just kept repeating it. SOS is a Chinese crypto company, and not a good landscape for them to succeed. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that look at it that way, and I look at it that way as well. I was just looking for shorter term potential that obviously took the wrong direction. So that's fine. Things don't play out well, and some things play out well, and they work out for you in the end. If it ends up breaking even, I feel like you win in the deal, especially after losing so much in one position, gaining so much in another. I'm okay with it. How many times do we have to remind you of your password? um, Happy Harpy one. That's not it. It's a good password, but no, it's not it. Um, that's gotta hurt to find out, bro. They did that. Eh, I mean, it doesn't really hurt. I understand it. I just know that I should probably pay a little bit more attention to that stuff. I don't pay attention to the stock market right now because everything is really um, at the place that, well, I don't want it to be, but I expect it to be there for a little bit. I didn't expect to see SOS do that though, but whatever. Uh, you think it's going to go lower? Um, let's see what's happening in the last uh hour or so. Do we have a way of doing trading view? I thought we did. We've seen this pull all the way down to a point of 0.00092. So, um, yes, I do expect it to find a way to get back down to maybe some of these points, or possibly have a touch point there before seeing some sort of positivity within the markets. But um, the entire crypto market looks like it is pulling back a little bit. So it's not something that's just unique to Terra Luna. It's just Terra Luna Classic has a larger percentage of the entire market, right? The entire market is down by about 7%. Terra Luna Classic is down by about 10%. Is there hope for Luna Classic? Yes, 100% that you're going to see things increase, get back to a reasonable state, I guess. Do you think it's a good opportunity to invest in CRV? There's a lot of positions that have so it's a Dow token, and we're seeing that at about $1. It's down 0.5%, 16% of the supply out there. I probably wouldn't do it just because of this right here, knowing that there's dilution. It depends how fast you see a return. If you could see a return very quickly, then you wouldn't be at risk of this dilution kicking in. So I'm not a fan of it already because of that 16% that's out there and the total amount that is out there. I can't do that. The volume, it's down by 4%. You can see the market cap's at a reasonable state and something where you can see movement. Again, it's just the circulating supply for me that really doesn't sit well. You know, obviously seeing this point, you see how high it was at this point, and you're going to see a lower market cap because less supply was out there. And now you see the skyrocket because of the amount of supply that's there. Even though you see it fluctuate, you see the fluctuation, peaks and valleys a little bit, and you see how they have added supply and they will continue to do that. So not something that I'm a fan of because of that right there. But you can always find a return within positions like that as long as you have a quick window to gain something. Matt, are you buying any more GameStop before the dividend? Probably not. I'm not buying anything in the stock market right now. The reason being is because I was focused on buying things in the crypto market. Everything that I'm holding in the stock market is just sitting there until things do make some moves and they're more swing trade to long-term positions. And I'll take the long-term gain as long as it is a gain. I'll also take the long-term loss, which I feel like SOS is going to be that. And that's fine with me. If I could find a way to make up that, which is a high amount, a large loss there, then that would be great. But yeah, it's definitely something to where you're eating up quite a bit of gains that you did see in the stock market with something like that. And it was a stupid play in my opinion. I think it was something that was supposed to be short term, and the fact that it went completely south as the markets were going south. I understand that, or it went before the markets were going south, and nobody could have predicted everything that was going to happen in the world today. So, I mean, it just sucks. It does suck with that because that is a large loss that I don't want to eat, but I am going to unfortunately have to eat and, be comfortable with, and the reason why I'm so calm about it is because I don't want to include emotions into it, because right now if I was including emotions into it, the normal person would go into it and dollar cost average down on a loss that big. You can't do that. You physically can't do that, because if you do, right, yes, you have the potential chance to make some of that up, but also you have the potential chance to lose what you just put in there as well. So it only works if you just play it out and see what it can be. And understand that you may have just lost that money, and that's fine. That's fine with me, at least. But the way that I look at it is I have to find a way to make up some of that loss in other places and account for that loss in the grand scheme of things. Understand that that is a big portion of what you had during the year, the success, the gains, all of that stuff. So, if you're questioning buying, oops for any coin, simply dollar cost average and watch substantial dips to load up. Lunic and SHIB aren't coins that you care if it gets lower. You load up at a solid amount for a couple of $100 and wait for Lunic's amazing community and a random Elon tweet. Try to get 10 million Lunic and wait. I hear you. It's not something to where I put a ton of money into. It's something that I put a little bit of money into. And I guess what I could do is say that Lunic kind of ate the cost or ate the loss of SOS right now. But we could see Lunic eat the cost of or eat the loss of some other positions that we do see in the stock market right now, because AMC for me is at a loss from where it was at a gain. It's at a loss, and it is increasing, which is a good thing for AMC, but obviously it's not looking great for SOS or ZOM. Both of those shaky plays at best. Do you see an upcoming rally for the crypto market? I do. I think right now we're in the consolidation phase, even though it's down 6 or 7%, which looks deadly. It looks horrible. You still see Bitcoin in that consolidation zone, for me at least, looking at 19 to really 21. Seeing it at 22 was amazing, but 19 to 21 is really that area to where I expect it to, stay flat, see its peaks and valleys within. And if you wanted to trade within that, you can definitely trade within that. But I don't really see it going to, crazy, crazy lows. And if it does, there's still that 15% chance that I believe that it could take that turn. But 80%, I believe, is just going to make that consolidation and then increase, which I talked about in my previous video. Me wondering if Coinbase will let my Wrap Luna out of jail. Not sure. I haven't really, been focused on Wrap Luna. I've seen a couple of people ask me about Wrap Luna, and I haven't focused on it at all. I understand that people are saying that you can't get your Wrapped Luna out of Coinbase, and you're waiting to be able to get your Wrapped Luna out of Coinbase, but I don't know any type of detail behind that. How much you have put into that potential loss? I've turned 19. Wait, I turned 19 and have been trying to invest for a few months now, but the most I've lost is 150. That was hard pill to swallow itself. So that loss right now is sitting at about $6,000. It's a pretty substantial loss. It was sitting at, so the crazy thing is, this is a kind of a teachable moment for me, at least, because I'm always comfortable with probably minimum to or maximum somewhere in between $1,000 to $2,000 of a loss. But when I find a way to make money in other places, a loss that big can also be justified by that gain, because it's obviously a break even. The issue is dealing with that you made a bad decision in that moment. And the funny thing is, I made that play as a short-term move, and that short-term move turned into more of a swing trade. So that was a decision that I guess I'll regret, but I'm not going to bring emotion into it, right? Emotion would make me want to do something drastic in doing that, but it's also an unrealized loss. So we'll see that. Losing hope in Lunic. Yeah, I can understand that. I can totally understand that. Love the lives, bro. I'm glad you're late today, so I can catch the whole thing. And Q&As is the best live I've been a part of. Thank you, Matt. Well, thank you, James, for being here. I love the Q&A portion. I try to be as transparent and honest with you guys, no matter what the loss actually is. But yeah, well, we will either, like Fire King says, just save the SOS loss for tax loss season. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do if it does come to that. But we still don't know what SOS will be in the end. So how do you feel about One World Meta? I hold One World Meta, actually. And I don't know what it's doing. I think I hold it in, or maybe I sold it. I don't know, because I held it in my Trust wallet, but then I think I sold it, or no, I still have $110 worth. So I have 55,000. Did they do some sort of, I don't know what the heck they did, but yeah, I have $110, 55,000 worth. I don't know what it is. I just got it out of thought that we could see something pretty big. All the Terra rebels are doing is tweeting. Yeah. Fair enough. I believe you can make it back. Yeah, I definitely think I can make it back. I'm not going to harp over it, right? Not to use my daughter's name over it. But I'm not going to harp over a loss that is a substantial loss. And I think you should look at these losses, learn from them, understand where the mistake was, and um, try and make up that money somewhere else, not within the position, right? That's where people get tied, get emotions tied into it. Don't try and make it up within the position. At this point where it's now worth like $260 or something like that, being worth $260 or $500 out of however much I invested, I think it was like 7,000 or something. Um, it hurts, but I'm not going to try and average down because I feel like it's an amazing opportunity. No. And if it does come back, it comes back. If it doesn't, then I lost that money, right? And I learned from that situation. I have to learn from it, you know? And this shows that even, even people that have a lot of success in crypto and the stock market still lose money, and it could be a substantial loss. I've watched Warrior Trading before, and I saw that he lost like tens of thousands of dollars. I believe at one point he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in one day. And that's not really a good look at all, especially on someone that makes, tens of thousands of dollars every single day. And, obviously profits millions of dollars a year. So everybody has those losses. Everybody does. This is by far the biggest loss that I've ever experienced. Biggest loss that I've experienced in day trading. Before that, I believe was like five-ish. And that was when I was trading like penny stocks and stuff. So, yeah. But it's also not something that's a realized loss right now. That over there was a realized loss because I had a lot more money into it. So I just accepted the loss and walked away. And I'm glad I did because it would have been a bigger loss. Now this one, I mean, I'm pretty much at the bottom of what I could be at. So just hoping for something to play out. But either way, I'm going to try and make that up elsewhere. And hopefully it all happens within Luna because that would be amazing. But if it doesn't and it goes into a play like Ethereum or a play like Algorand or a play like Farmcoin, I'll take that as well. Transfer my wrap Lunic to MetaMask and it converted to regular Terra Luna. Like Terra Luna 2.0 or Terra Luna like as in Terra Luna Classic. And when did you do that? Recently? As someone who's new to crypto, 4 months, I hold Luna Classic, Shiba, Doge, and CRO, and a Bally's NFT. What is some advice you can give me? I haven't made any money yet. Well, right now, if you're new to crypto in the last 4 months, this is really the time to make these moves because we are at its lowest point. Now, if you invested closer to this higher part of the low that we're at, that's where it ends up getting a little bit tricky because you are at a more middle ground, right? The only advice I can give you, which I don't really try and give any type of financial advice, it's merely just my opinion and what I would do in this situation. If I'm holding Luna Classic, Shiba, Doge, CRO is like my passive income play. And if you're holding a lot of it, create passive income in the meantime while you're holding it, put it into the DeFi wallet, gain that 12% or 10% with, Luna, Classic, Shiba, and Doge. Those are all plays that are at their lows and have more potential in a bull run. So, it's something that's more of a hold tactic now, at these lows. You can create some income short term, but it's not about the short term right now. It's about more of the long game, right? What we're gaining out of the next year or so. Don't look at it as something where you want to gain something now, like it's my money and I need it now type of thing. Like you need to, wait it out and look for this to be a longer term play, which crypto has shown that it has grown a hell of a lot after seeing these larger falls of 75+%. I don't think SHIB is finished. We have been getting 1,000 plus or 1,000 holders a day approximately in the last 2 months. What do you think? No, I don't think it's finished either. We're almost at 1.2 million holders. And the only thing that I'm worried about is these devs kind of um, putting Shiba Inu to this other place, something separate, and really, JG Wentworth, yeah, exactly. Um, Putting Shiba in this other place, like over here, and then focusing all on these areas, and it'll show where their head is with Shibarium. Shibarium is kind of that nail in the coffin type of thing. If they don't implement something to tie to Shib in a big way, it's kind of that nail in the coffin where they don't care about Shib, right? So we're looking for Shibarium to be a big player in that. Guys, we have 295 people. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I really do. Um, Tectonic is gaining. That's really good that it is. Um, they tested the burn and the testnet result can burn 1.6 billion per day on chain. Well, that's a good thing, but it's very low. We obviously need to see more than that through exchanges and everything. Wherever Lunic is being traded, we need to make sure that the burn gets implemented there. Buying and selling everything that goes through, not just 1.6 billion. We need 160 billion, right? We need to add a zero to that. Well, add, I guess, move the decimal point twice. You still trust in exchanges and get your crypto. Wait, you still trust in exchanges to get your crypto? You don't believe in a hard wallet? It's hard times. Some big exchanges can fail, and we're the ones losing it all. I would agree with you that yes, you are risking quite a bit. You should have some things in wallets. So that's why I have my CRO that's in these wallets. The only thing is that CRO, if crypto.com collapses, right, you kind of lose everything that you have in crypto. But if you do have it in the DeFi wallet, yes, it is something that's separate. You're not losing it. But the only thing is that CRO's value will decrease as well. And if you're holding CRO, that's what will happen. So we don't know. We don't know what will fail. I know that crypto.com finds a way, and I'm glad they did find a way to be more conservative when it comes to the overall APY that they're paying out. So I don't see CRO or crypto.com collapsing. It's one of the biggest, especially money-wise, exchanges that's out there. They've put so much money into marketing that it's insane, and they have the money for it. And they understand what the market was doing and what it was going to do. So that's why they pulled back a little bit. And I don't see it as a flaw. And I talked about this when they made the changes. I don't see it as a flaw. Where do you see CRO at the end of the year, Matt? As long as we see a bull run, I see it retesting that dollar mark. I would have said a couple of months ago that we would likely see it at $2 as long as we see that consolidation where we were previously. But now sitting where we are, I think this consolidation is more likely because it's down next to the 75% mark, 70 to 75% mark, rather than the 55 to 60% mark like we were before. Previously, crypto has dropped 90 to 85% or 85 to 90%. And now seeing it at 75% is reasonable, seeing how many people we have in the crypto market, right? I give likes when my comments are answered, but I enjoyed the show. I just hate when I ask the same question 5 times and I skip for all. Yeah, I understand. It's tough to get to every single question. I know what I used to do is go to members only, and I think I should probably find a way to do that. Go to members only and bring all the members and mods to ask questions. And if you guys want to become a member, I think I keep it at like $1 or $2, and then we can obviously see that from there. We'll see the amount of members grow. We'll see the amount of comments grow, and that's what we're hoping for. So we'll probably do that where we keep it open for questions in the beginning and then close it up as it does get hectic, because over a certain amount of people, it's very difficult to answer all the questions. But if you have a membership, like literally I can go through question, 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 question. It's probably way less questions than what we have, which could be good and could be bad. Did you hear anything about Bitcoin, that 3 billion worth being returned back to MX Gold users from 8 years ago? This will have an impact on crypto. Might seal. I mean, it could. I didn't hear anything about it. I told you a few days ago it has to fill the wick. I'm from India, and you are really great and informative. Any thoughts on Saitama? So I bought into Saitama a while back. I ended up selling it because I had it in Gate.io. I feel like there's just not a lot of places. And also, I believe they have a V2 that's set up, and I'm not a big fan of V2s. And that's just my overall philosophy and overall thoughts. Not saying that you can't find success with V2. People have found success with Vault Inu, with V2. They've found success in so many different places. So if you can find a way to gain something out of it, then go ahead and gain something out of it. But I don't see it as like Saitama being the next Shiba Inu or the next, Lunic to take off or anything like that. Like I don't expect anything like that from Saitama. But you can expect gains. If it's not something that's the most popular, I wouldn't say that it's 100% going to survive. Like I believe Shiba Inu will 100% survive because of how popular it is. Lunic and how popular it is. I believe they will survive these downturns, especially with Lunic being a kind of a crash and burn within this downturn and creating popularity within the downturn. Imagine what's going to happen in the upside of Lunic, right? You guys sound defeated. Damn. Yeah, it's the negativity, right? In the market, the red creates negativity. I feel horrible about situations, but I still try and keep an upbeat attitude and personality, while we're in these down markets, because I know that there's upside in a lot of things that I have, not everything, because SOS is still, pissing me off. But yeah, last time I took advice from Matthew Perry, I wound up selling pictures of my feet on the internet. What? What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? Yeah, don't take any advice from me. My question is, what's my name? AR? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Are you familiar with or have an opinion on Jasmine? So yeah, I did talk about Jasmine earlier in the stream. I don't like how much dilution there is. There's a ton of dilution in Jasmine, even though it has potential, and you see it at $6 before. Look at the chart, all the history of the chart, and then look at the market cap, and you'll see. Look at how the market cap has progressed, and see the dilution that was added throughout it. If you have 1.2% burn tax, will be on chain for Lunic. This means that all will be automatically migrated to a V2. How would this be implemented? No, it wouldn't. Everything wouldn't be migrated to a V2. It's an update to, what Lunic is. Update to the coding behind it. It's not a V2. It's not migrated over to another coin. That's not how that works. A tax is added to the position on chain, off chain. Obviously, if we could find a way to get that implemented everywhere, that's how it is. It's not a V2 position. They can do a V2 position, which they have done. The V2 was Terra Luna 2.0. That was the V2, but there's no other V2 that goes into it. That would be a V3 or V2, V1.5, basically. But no, it's not it. Lunic will hit 80 again some point. I don't believe Lunic will hit 80 again. I have my heart set on lower figures right now. Because of the fact that I believe that we're going to see burns be implemented, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And it could be something that takes as low as like 138 days, like I talked about previously. It could be something that takes longer, maybe a year, maybe two. But you know that throughout all of that time, you're going to have points to where you could sell the position or sell some of the position and gain a decent amount. Wherever you feel set and how much you have gained, it's good to find a way to take what you have there, right? I know that I turned 16,000 into 80,000 with AMC, and I still think AMC could make some moves, but I still think AMC is going to make some moves. But it would have been great to take some of that profit, at least half of that profit at those levels. Now, I took some and put it into the stock market again, put some into the crypto market, and that was sort of a mistake then because the entire stock market came back down. Also, the entire crypto market came back down. So really, it's like anything that I did invest. Yes, I gained more coins or more shares of something, but I lost it all or not lost it all, but lost a lot of it in this downturn. And it's unrealized loss, but you're still looking at it as a loss or a break even because you took the money that you gained and put it back into the markets. That's where it kind of sucks when you reinvest the money. All your questions have been answered in Terra Rebels Discord. Please do your own research. Matt told me to sell pics of something else. Now I'm being sued for magnifying glasses. What? Reaching highs on Lunic will take some time, but having the burn implemented will spike the price immediately. Cheers. I would agree. It would spike the price. Once you do have it fully implemented, boom, people are going to see a path, right? Once they see that path, they realize this is the low. And how popular it is, you're going to be like, okay, it's going to get insanely popular once you do have the path in place. And then people are going to make these moves by selling it, which does burn more, and it's going to increase, and they're going to sell it again. It's going to increase. So we're going to see that just go up, down, but it's going to be a straight line up, right? We're going to see that line creating an ascending level of support, an ascending level of resistance, because we're going to see those increases. People are going to sell some. It's going to decrease. Increase. It's going to decrease. Increase is going to decrease, but it's going to be on the way up, and it's going to be phenomenal to look at. But then once we hit certain levels, we're going to see a larger resistance, which creates more of a buying opportunity, and it makes sense. It does make sense. Did you guys ask for why Shiba Inu devs still want to make algorithmic stablecoin after Luna crash happened? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they still want to do something like that. 50-50 off profits works well for me. 50% aside, 50% for the investment. The only thing is you start to realize that if you hadn't take that 50%, how much this would grow if it continues to grow. You start to question your decision making, even though you gained a profit. It happens, but yeah, you have to really scroll up and read the messages. Yeah, I have to try and scroll for everything. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. What do you think of Baby Doge? Do you think it will drop a zero soon? Recently, 50 quadrillion coins were burnt. Would you drop SHIB for Baby Doge? No. So the reason why I wouldn't drop SHIB for Baby Doge is because SHIB was created, yes, on sort of the idea of killing Dogecoin, right? Of being the Dogecoin killer. Now that whole identity that they have there has shifted. It's not about killing Dogecoin because it already surpassed it in market cap and now is obviously below it in market cap. But the idea wasn't to be Doge, right? Or be a baby version of Doge. It was about being better, right? Being something that is 10 times better than Doge, or get you to a point where you don't have to get to a penny. Dogecoin and Baby Doge is something to where it's mirroring what Doge is, just a baby version of it. And it's just too much. It's too many coins, not something that can feed off of Doge enough. So no, I wouldn't drop Baby Doge, or I wouldn't drop Shiba Inu for Baby Doge. It's not something that I look at as a crazy opportunity. I bought into it previously and didn't see any type of gains, but obviously it was a continuation of a down market, or at least a start of a down market. I bought in with like $50 and wanted to see what the potential would be. Yes, they can burn some and it could be something, but I feel like by the time they get through all of that, especially with how little hype there is, there's not a crazy amount of hype. With how little hype there is, it will take a difficult approach to burning more coins. So I don't know. In my opinion, no. Um, I don't want to be a part of too many positions that, you know, have like massive potential that have a very, very low price. I'm a part of a couple of those and some that have, or the ones that have the most support or most popularity. Anyways, we got about 2 minutes, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I'm glad that I can go live today, and we're going to basically be live for about an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, hit the like button. I would love to get to 300 likes. And I know this wasn't the most popular stream that we've seen, but we understand that, you know, the markets are kind of shifting downward. Let's go ahead and refresh this. The markets are shifting downward, and actually right now we're seeing a little bit of shift. So in the last hour, we're seeing a little bit of a shift in the opposite direction, staying around that $900 billion market cap. So even though it is down 2.8% total, you're looking at Bitcoin that's down 2.9%, Ethereum that's down 6%. Understand that this is a 24-hour cutoff. So even though it shows that it's down quite a bit, it might not actually be down a hell of a lot from when it opened yesterday or when it closed yesterday. I consider a close at a certain point. So yeah. Anyways, I will post some videos later today. I'll try and post some things on the Let It Burn channel and all of that, and we can definitely get some more videos up and you know, burn some more Shiba Inu the next month. We're gonna try and get next month to be a lot better. Thanks for reading my nonsense out loud. You're good. Yep. Thank you for commenting and, you know, all the questions that, you know, everybody gives me. I appreciate it. For Lunic, do you think it's a good idea to provide Lunic holders with a subscription service that each month charges users for burns on the coin? I was thinking implementing this. So I think not for like my channel. Like this is my main channel to where I provide like for my family, obviously. So thank you for that super chat. That helps out. But I think for things like the Lunic Let It Burn channel that Happy Caddy Crypto has, maybe that's something that he implements there. Maybe $1 per person that goes through in memberships, and he could take that revenue and burn that off as well, or maybe $2 or something like that. Just make it cheap so that you have a lot of members, like I do with the Let It Burn channel. I think we have like 300 members, and that amount ends up being like $300 to $400. Obviously, we want to see more views that go through it, but we're not seeing a ton of views. We see a lot of memberships. Now, if we create or if a lot of people join, you're going to see a lot that go through it. But anyways, bro, what do you think about August 22nd for Lunic? I'll have to give an opinion for all of that in like another time, because I have to get out of here. So hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry that I can't answer all the questions. But also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, I got to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next